welcome to Long's Toys. Today we have another Deluxe Class Generation Selects review for you. This is Autobot Lancer. And I know what you're thinking, hey, didn't this come out like 2 months ago? Yes, it did. I actually bought this from Hasbro Pulse a while ago and forgot about it. Got buried under some other things, and I recently found it and thought, hey, I should have reviewed that a while ago, so here we are. And yeah, so Autobot Lancer is the standard Generation Selects packaging, kind of brown cardboard with the spray paint effects, so the paint's still dripping and everything, which is kind of cool. If we go ahead and open this up, you can see Lancer inside. She's a very crazy color scheme. Just gonna go ahead and take this out of here, but she looks pretty cool. I am not familiar with Lancer at all, really. Oh, here's the instruction sheet. There you go. But I have been informed by many people on Twitter that apparently she was a character like in the background of a G1 episode or something like that. So, because when I first saw the color scheme, I thought, what? And then everyone was like, no, it's a thing. Look, here's a still from one of the episodes. I said, oh, okay, yeah, there she is. So, if you're familiar with Moon Racer or Nova Storm or Chromia, well, Chromia is a little different, but Greenlight, they're all the same mold. They've finally given us the fourth limb for the all-female Gestalt robot. So you can kick Jazz to the curb. The Angels don't need a Bosley. You can go ahead and have an all-female Autobot team. So I'm going to go ahead, get her out of the packaging here, and we'll take a closer look. So here is Lancer out of the packaging. I got to be honest, the more I look at it, the more the color scheme is growing on me. I really did not care for it at first, although it kind of looks like I'm missing some paint applications on her chest here. You can see how it looks like the purple's rubbed off a little bit. There's a little bit of orange poking out underneath. But she has a nice Autobot symbol. I really like the head sculpt. I think that looks good. I think they did a nice job with that. That is on a ball joint, although mine's got that weird thing that happens sometimes with ball joints where it's kind of stuck in one position, and if you turn it, it kind of wants to like flick back to that one spot. But it looks like underneath her chin is also like the paint didn't quite get to the edge of the chin, so that's kind of a bummer. But like I said, if you're familiar with this mold, the articulation is the same as any of the others. Ball joint in the shoulder, ball joint in the elbow, the forearm and wrist is all one piece. Have a swivel here at the waist, ball joint in the hip, thigh swivel, 90 degrees in the knee there. Looks like there's a second knee. I'm not familiar with that. I don't know if... I think they all have that. It's been a while. And then kind of a hingy... This one doesn't really have as much ankle tilt. It has a little bit. But it's more of just kind of like the transformation. This was before Siege, where every figure got ankle tilt all the time. She also comes with this really kind of boring blaster that almost doesn't fit into her hand. But it's got some nice metallic blue paint on it. But otherwise it's kind of boring. It looks like someone took the rest of the gun. It almost looks like you're supposed to take this part off and plug it in there. Like, that would be cooler. But that does not come off. That is one solid piece. So yeah, kind of a boring gun. I do like the metallic blue. Livens it up a little bit. And then of course she has the Power of the Primes combiner port with the hand or the foot, depending on how you want that to go. I like the translucent purple here. That's a nice touch. Otherwise this thing's pretty standard. So put that off to the side. So she doesn't really have trouble standing, but I will say the hips are definitely a little loose. So that's kind of a bummer. But once you can find a good pose, she stands pretty decently. We'll go ahead and do the transformation. So again, if you've seen any of the others of this mold, you know how the transformation goes. I'm just going to do this quick from memory, and I'll probably mess it up still. Put those together. Alright, I believe at this point you spread these, unhook this, spin, not that part, spin this part around, and then bring this down to peg into there. Then I believe you need to bring this down. Am I doing this wrong? I think maybe you spin this I told you it's been a minute, and I told you I would mess it up. And I was right on both. Then you bring this forward. You need to spin it around so that you have that extra little bit of clearance. So you can bring this down. Then you can rotate the head inside. And then back down. And then you just kind of rotate this up and fold the arm. How does it have this? Does this go on the outside? That's weird. I guess that's how it goes. This folds up like that. Yeah, I guess that's right. So there you go. There is this mold again. I will say I like it even better in the vehicle mode. The contours, and I like the purple metallic stripe down here. It's more of a burgundy than like the rest of this is kind of a royal purple, and this is definitely more like a burgundy, but I kind of like it. Nice translucent purple all through here. Yeah, I don't know. The more I look at this color scheme, the more it grows on me, which is weird. If you want to plug this in here, since this has like thrusters on the back, you can plug that into here, or you can flip this up while you're trying to plug it in. There we go. Give her like a boost, little jetpack boost in this mode. You can also take this. Shouldn't there be somewhere to plug this in? Usually there's like a port here or something. She has got nothing. Oh. Alright then. That looks ridiculous, but yeah, it's not going to work. Anyway, so there you go. There's nowhere to plug in the gun. That makes sense. But I still think the car looks pretty cool. I've always liked this mold. It's definitely a weird long car, but I kind of like it. And the color scheme, I think, for this works even better in car mode. So Lancer's not bad. I really didn't think the color scheme was going to work at first, but it's definitely grown on me now. I kind of love it. The gun's a little boring, but if I'm not mistaken, I think it's the same gun that came with Nova Storm. So I get why they packed it in again here. They gave Greenlight, I think, the same gun that they gave with Chromia. So that's just kind of what they do. You're also probably wondering, hey, why aren't you doing the Giant Gestalt combination now that you finally have all the girls? And I do apologize, but since I forgot this was a thing, all of my Power of the Prime stuff is not really easily accessible. So I do apologize for that. But Hasbro Pulse, actually, for whatever reason, this week, did some really nice pictures of the all-female Gestalt. So definitely head over there, and you can see some really nice pictures of all 4 of the female Autobot limbs, which is Moonracer, Lancer here, Nova Storm, and Greenlight, with Elita 1 as the core. So it does look pretty cool. It's definitely a random hodgepodge of colors, but for some reason that's kind of the fun of it. So definitely head over to Hasbro Pulse. They have like a new unboxing segment or something like that, where they do kind of like I think it's like a text segment that they do on their website now. But anyway, they have pictures and it looks pretty cool. They show them in, I think, robot mode, vehicle mode, and then the combined mode. So I apologize that I couldn't show it here, but I am happy to finally have Lancer so that I can do it if I ever get them out of storage. And then I'll be able to have an all-female Autobot Gestalt, which is pretty cool. It's a bit of a cheap way to go to just do the same mold 4 times. I kind of would have rather them do 2 molds twice each. Kind of like what they did back in the day for the Energon combiners. But, you know, I guess we'll take what we can get. So, this is Lancer. I think she's cool. She should be... I don't even know if she's available on Hasbro Pulse anymore. They're doing the segment and they should have it available for people to buy, but I don't know if they do. Check Hasbro Pulse. Otherwise, I would check like Big Bad Toy Store, TF Source, things like that, because I know that they're going to be fulfilling pre-orders for them sometime in the future. So shouldn't be too hard to track down if you are in the market for this and haven't been able to get your hands on one yet. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as always, thanks so much for watching.